Which Indian para-athlete was honored with the Padma Shri Award 2026? Correct option is B. Praveen Kumar. Which countries jointly hosted the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026? Correct option is C. India and Sri Lanka. In chemistry, what is the meaning of valency? Correct option is C. The combining capacity of an element. The Economic Survey of India is presented in the Parliament just before the announcement of which of the following? Correct option is A. Union Budget. Which of the following is not an example of Newton's third law of motion? Correct option is C. Lowering hands backward while catching a fast-moving cricket ball. In which city was the 13th Asia-Pacific Forum on Sustainable Development held in February? Correct option is A. Bangkok, Thailand. In a simple machine, under what condition is the value of mechanical advantage greater than 1? Correct option is B. When the effort arm is longer than the load arm. Which player was awarded the Laureus World Sportsman of the Year 2026? Correct option is D. Carlos Alcaraz. Which state government has launched the state-level anti-corruption campaign Project Zero as part of its administrative reforms? Correct option is A. Kerala. What is the latest fully developed version of the indigenous precision-guided missile developed by DRDO for unmanned aerial vehicles? Correct option is C. ULGPM version 3. Why does a traditional electric bulb glow or emit light? Correct option is C. Due to the heating effect of electric current. Which politician was awarded the prestigious Agricola Medal by the UN Food and Agriculture Organization? Correct option is B. Narendra Modi. In which position is the kinetic energy of a person swinging on a swing at its maximum? Correct option is C. When the swing passes through its lowest point. Which Indian female boxer won the gold medal in the 51 kilograms category at the World Boxing Cup Finals? Correct option is A. Nikhat Jareen. Which scheme was implemented by the Government of India in 2026 to provide cashless emergency medical assistance to road accident victims in their golden hour? Correct option is A. PM Rahat. What is the main objective of the Jan Vishwas Amendment of Provisions Bill 2026? Correct option is C. To decriminalize minor violations into civil wrongs to reduce the judicial burden and promote ease of living. Which batsman set a new record for hitting the most number of sixes in a single season in IPL 2026? Correct option is D. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. What is the main objective of the 1,000 crore rupees initial budgetary allocation for the India Semiconductor Mission 2.0 in the Union Budget 2026-27? Correct option is C. To transform India into a self-reliant global semiconductor hub. The SDG bulletins titled Planet in Focus and Delivering Prosperity at Scale were released by which ministry? Correct option is B. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Which of the following enzymes is secreted from the stomach for the digestion of proteins? Correct option is B. Pepsin. In the balanced chemical equation of the reaction between zinc and nitric acid, what is the total sum of all the coefficients of the reactants and products? Correct option is C. 5. Which of the following symbols represents a rheostat or variable resistor in an electric circuit? Correct option is D. A zigzag line with an arrow drawing across or above it. The first successful flight test of India's first indigenous modular range extension and guided weapon Tara was conducted jointly by whom? Correct option is C. DRDO and Indian Air Force. An element has an atomic number of 20 and carries a plus to charge, what will be the number of electrons in this ion? Correct option is C, 18. In which city did Indian Railways inaugurate the Chirag Center on 25th May? Correct option is A, Sikandrabad. Who has been included in the Time magazine's list of the 100 most influential people in the world for a record 14th time in 2026? Correct option is C, Xi Jinping. What was the previous name of the newly formed National Dental Commission? Correct option is B, Dental Council of India. Out of velocity, acceleration, displacement, and distance covered, which physical quantity can never be negative? Correct option is C, distance covered. Who is the author of the book Tides of Time, Bharat's History Through Murals in Parliament? Correct option is D, Sudhamati. When using a concave mirror as a shaving mirror, where should the object be placed to obtain an erect, virtual, and enlarged image? Correct option is B, between the pole and the principal focus of the mirror. Under Article 6.2 of the Paris Agreement, the joint crediting mechanism is a bilateral framework to promote carbon credit trading and climate cooperation between India and which country? Correct option is C, Japan. When was World Migratory Bird Day observed in May 2026? Correct option is B, on 9th May. Which Indian state is hosting the 2026 Asian Weightlifting Championships? Correct option is A, Gujarat. Who has been appointed as the new Chief of Defence Staff of India? Correct option is D, N.S. Raja Subramani. Which organization designed and developed the Tara glide weapon system? Correct option is B, DRDO Research Center Imarat. Who was sworn in as the Chief Minister of West Bengal on 9th May? Correct option is C, Suvendu Adhikari. Nitish Kumar returned to the Parliament of India as a member of which house in April? Correct option is B, Rajya Sabha. India and Italy have announced to celebrate which year as the Year of Culture and Tourism? Correct option is C, 2027. Which Indian space mission was honored with the prestigious 2026 Goddard Astronautics Award? Correct option is C, Chandrayaan-3. Which country won the SAFF Under-20 Championship 2026 title by defeating India in the final? Correct option is D, Bangladesh. When is National Technology Day celebrated in India every year? Correct option is A, on 11th May. Which prestigious honor was recently conferred upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the Swedish government? Correct option is A, Royal Order of the Polar Star. The My Village, Healthy Village campaign was launched by which state government? Correct option is B, Maharashtra. Which city is the host of the 4th India-Africa Forum Summit in 2026? Correct option is D, New Delhi. Which Indian state recently created India's first dedicated artificial intelligence ministry at the cabinet level? Correct option is C, Kerala. Whose tenure has been extended as the Director General of the Narcotics Control Bureau till July 2027? Correct option is C, Anurag Garg. For the 2026-27 season, the Union Cabinet approved an increase in the MSP of how many Kharif crops? Correct option is B, 14. Where will India's first mega greenfield shipyard be developed? Correct option is C, Thoothukudi. Which leader was officially sworn in for a 7th term as the President of Uganda in May? Correct option is A, Yoweri Museveni. Who became the world's first quadruple amputee to win an international archery gold medal? Correct option is D, Pailnag, who has been appointed as the Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited in April? Correct option is C. Sanjay Khanna. Which Indian badminton player officially took charge as a voting member of the Badminton World Federation Council? Correct option is D. PV Sindhu. Who was elected as the President of Myanmar by the Parliament on 3rd April? Correct option is C. Min Aung Hlaing. Who has been appointed as the new chairperson of the National Association of Software and Services Companies? Correct option is C. Shrikant Velamakani. When is National Safe Motherhood Day observed every year in India? Correct option is B. On 11th April. Where was the foundation stone for India's first petroglyph conservation park laid on World Heritage Day 2026? Correct option is D. Sindhu Ghat, Ladakh. What is the primary focus of the Mission Shakti scheme launched by the Government of India? Correct option is C. Safety, security and empowerment of women. Who assumed charge as the Secretary of the Department of Land Resources? Correct option is A. Narendra Bhushan. Who was named the Mains Player of the Year for 2025 by the Asian Squash Federation? Correct option is A. Abhay Singh. Which country has built the world's first permanent deep geological repository for nuclear waste known as the Onkalo facility? Correct option is C. Finland. On which date is National Civil Service Day celebrated in India every year? Correct option is B. On 21st April.